Hello, humans and pets. We're eating some Rice Krispie treats today. Um, Unpopular opinion. I know everybody's like, "Oh, he hates everything." I don't know if I've ever had one of these in my entire life.
You have, and you didn't like them.
No, I've made them before. I've never eaten them because I was never allowed to. You see, I got sealants on my teeth, and when I was younger, they would pop off when I eat anything sticky.
You've had them, the regular ones.
Never had it. I've never had a Rice Krispie treat. I don't like Rice Krispies, if that's a start. But here's some new flavored ones. So maybe these are good.
Mine's chocolate sea salt pretzel.
This is caramel sea salt pretzel.
Wow,
So,
they went with the sea salt pretzel, I guess.
yeah, well, I don't expect them to be much. I expect them to be different. It's like,
I know my mom always made the regular ones because when she would buy Rice
Yeah.
Krispies, it'd be the last cereal you want to eat because they have like so little flavor. But then we would, yeah, and we weren't allowed to put like sugar in them and
the
stuff like
issue
we
is
wanted
it's
to.
not the flavor. It's very sweet. It's just the cereal itself is bad.
It's just bland.
It's a bad cereal.
Yeah.
Like every other.
So
cereal
every
with
once
the
in a
similar
while, she
flavors
would make
equally
Rice
good.
Krispie treats, and then we would eat them because then with the marshmallow, they were actually good. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the difference being is my neighbor once made them with peanut butter, and then those were really good. But I haven't
Sure.
had them since I was a kid. So they come in little snack.
Yeah, they're
cans
very
like this.
tiny.
Which one you want to start?
These are like a child, like everybody had these at snack time, and I'm like, why are you eating that?
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I don't think I've had a processed one. Yeah, I must have when you were little. I think
I've
you've
never
tried them.
I've never
I don't
eaten
know.
them. I don't know if I've ever had one before.
I know. Again, I had them as a kid
But-
when my mom would make it. Oh, it has a little chocolate on the bottom.
Oh, dude, these look
So
mad
this,
dry.
this is like upgraded version of a Rice Krispie treat.
Are they? We'll see.
Well, because of the way, yeah, because you don't find like
It-
chocolate like this on a
dude,
Rice
this looks
Krispie
like
treat.
drywall. This doesn't look like a Rice Krispie treat, does? Is it?
I'm gonna make a mess.
It looks more like oatmeal.
I'm gonna try it.
I've never had one of these in my life. I don't think I've ever had a Rice Krispie treat. Probably should have got one of those.
Yeah, this is totally different because you really get the chocolate.
Well, the
in this.
crispy in the middle doesn't taste like anything I've had in my life. I know it's very mallow based, but like, it reminds me of the Take 5 by Reese's. Because you get the chocolate, the pretzel,
little
all
bit.
the stuff going
Yep.
on.
It also reminds me of the brownie a little bit.
Little
That we
Debbie?
got at Little
Oh.
Caesars. Do you remember
Mm.
that one? Kind of brings me in that vibe too.
The chocolate's very coffee. Like you get it's like a coffee flavor.
I'm not a snack guy because usually snacks are too sweet for me. I actually like this. It's a little because the rice. It doesn't have a lot of marshmallow. That's what you make the Rice Krispie. Is just Rice Krispie and marshmallows, anyways. I believe.
They should have called it s'mores or hot chocolate. Like a hot cocoa. Because you get the chocolate and the marshmallow. That's the flavor you kind of get. It's like a salty hot chocolate. But I didn't do their branding, so.
The chocolate one's very good. I like the chocolate. It adds a lot of flavor.
Barely any. It's just kind of on the bottom.
Yeah, but
it's
they have
so
little
one
chunks too, though.
Yeah, but the candy itself is so one note.
I'm just saying because of the fact that the Rice Krispie treat normally, that's why I like the peanut butter one better because it brought a little flavor to it. You know what I mean? They're not the most flavorful things in the world. I think the caramel one, to me, yeah, I was wondering if it was going to have the base like this one does. So on the caramel one, oh, I just dropped it on the floor. It has a caramel base also.
Yeah.
But
Which makes sense.
are those are little peanut butter chips?
I
I don't know if you can see them. They have like little, like the other one had chocolate chunks on the top. I don't know if Ryan showed you that one. This one has like little,
No, those are just caramel flavored chips.
little
It's
caramel
double
flavored chips.
Same with the chocolate.
With
I
like
guess.
a little salted.
Surprised they don't have a peanut butter. Maybe
Nope.
they're not free establishment. Maybe I'm reading too
What
much
am I
into
sure?
it.
That's almost like a pretzel on the top. It does give you that Take Two vibe.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's like the third word in the name is sea salt pretzel.
Oh.
On both of them?
Mm-hmm.
You pointed it out, yeah. They're pretzels. Good, I don't know. They're more candied, but
I'm not a caramel guy.
This one's gross.
This one brings me almost too much sweetness.
Yeah. This one's
On there.
it's very sweet,
It's
but
very sweet.
the texture's different too.
I don't mind the texture.
I do.
I prefer chocolate over caramel. I think I would like this one better if it had chocolate on the bottom with the caramel chips. You know what I mean? So it's not just straight caramel.
I swear when these were invented, well, I don't know when these were invented, but all the parents are like, we're not getting kids like sugary cereals because they're bad for them. Like that was like a big push that everybody would stand on. It's like, no, you're not having these. You're not having Frosted Flakes. You're having like Corn Pops. Or Life.
It was one of the sugarless.
This one, no. Rice Krispies are very sugared.
No, they're not. There's none.
Are you insane?
There's no sugar in Rice Krispies. There's none.
Dude, it's probably more sugar than Fruity Pebbles.
No. There's no sugar in Rice Krispies. I'm telling you, they're just an oat thing. We used to put sugar on the top of them. Was the only way we could eat them. They're like flavorless, no sugar.
I don't know what you're on about. I'd bet money there is, but it's just funny to me that all the moms and parents were like,
I'm almost positive there is no sugar.
It's funny to me that all the moms and parents were like, it's funny that all the moms and parents were like, let's add a bunch of marshmallow to this cereal. That's already sugar filled.
It's not sugar filled.
Have you ever had them before?
A ton, as a kid.
Okay. Good for you, I guess.
They're not.
Yeah, Google it. Yeah,
look it up. That's what I'm saying.
You need to do that.
I don't need to, but I think you're wrong.
I did. Okay. Yeah, because any cereal has no sugar. There's one of them, none. No, I don't think that these are. I guess I don't. Rice Krispies are fine, maybe. I'm never grabbing these. I'd rather eat a handful of marshmallows.
3.3 grams of sugar.
For how much?
1.25 cups.
Okay. So what's your argument? That it has none? Because
no, it contains sugar, but not necessarily a lot. Now, if you look up like...
Dude, you know how much sugar that is? What's your daily intake of sugar in grams?
I don't know.
In one
it's
cup?
Not a high...
How much cereal are you eating? You're eating a bowl. You ain't eating a cup. But what's your daily intake of sugar? Because in grams. Because it's 3 grams or whatever.
Pick another cereal. Frosted Flakes?
Yeah, I'm not arguing it's the best. I'm just saying they're adding a bunch of marshmallows to already.
So there's 12 grams of sugars in Frosted Flakes.
And per how much? How big's the serving? You have to like get the actual information. If you're doing research and you're trying to prove a point, you got to get like the important things. You can't just say stuff.
Well, I'm just saying. I put in the same question.
Yeah, so they added a bunch of marshmallows to an already sweet cereal is my point that I'm trying to make.
Okay. Ryan's all right. He's always right.
I'm not saying...
He's not right. You know, out of all the cereals, it's one of the lowest sugar cereals out there. That's what I'm saying. It might have some sugar, but it has no flavor. I can say that. I can honestly say that. But it is one of the lowest sugared ones out there. So
you're a chocolate cereal guy. You like Cocoa Pebbles. I get that. If that's the point you're trying to come across, I understand. I'm not disputing anything you're saying. All I decided to say, and I apologize. I sincerely apologize for any inconsistencies that may have occurred due to my thought that was, I'm surprised that parents added a bunch of marshmallows to an already sweet cereal when there was a lot of health, like conscious, like cereal's bad for kids. But then it was also marketed, this is probably in the time when they first invented this as a snack or a dessert.
Rice Krispies have been around forever.
It was probably invented when cereal was, like, healthy. Like, this is a part of your complete breakfast, you know? Like, you have, like, the Cheerios that still somehow gets that tagline because it's a heart healthy, because it has wheat or whatever, and grains. But, like, cereal as a whole was, like, heavily marketed as, like, this is super healthy for kids. I'm not saying that most of them aren't. I mean, one of them is literally called Life Cereal, and they're all owned by 2 companies. Kellogg's and the other one, General Mills. But they also own a bunch of soaps, if you didn't know that. They own, like, all the soap and everything. They own pretty much everything in the store. It's kind of rough. But I find this to be, you know, that was just my thought. I don't know why you got all upset. I apologize.
I'm not upset.
Okay.
It's just you say stuff, and and say that I'm wrong all the time. I just don't believe I am. That's all.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, it definitely has a lot more sugar than it should be in it. But what I'm saying, nothing to do with your point. You just decided to bring that up.
Okay, what I'm saying is the chocolate one, very good. The caramel one, way too sweet. That's my opinion. I think it just has.
Yeah, they're both pretty.
It's just
bad.
way too sweet. I didn't mind the chocolate one though. It's actually tasted like an okay snack. The caramel one still left in my mouth. It's just too sweet for me. But if you do like sweet, then you know, there you go.
I just don't find a point where I want this ever. I find the caramel one to be salty as well, because caramel, I guess this one's already... It's sea salt pretzel.
Okay, it's small, it's compact, like you just want a little snack while you're hiking, or just a grab and go while you're drinking your coffee on the ride to work or something. It's like a granola bar. It's the same thing. It's just made out of cereal. That's what I'm saying. It's just a grab and go snack like that. Yeah, no granola bars. Probably
this isn't made out of cereal, dude.
Okay.
I bet money this don't have Rice Krispies in it. It might.
It's right there. You can see the Rice Krispies. That's what they are. Rice Krispies in
No, dude.
Again, I don't know. You can't just say random stuff. I mean, they made it. They can't call them Rice Krispie treats and not put Rice Krispies
that's
in
the
them.
branding. It's Kellogg's Rice Krispie treats. Bliss is the line of these with the flavors.
It's made out of Rice Krispies.
Don't eat these. Eat a granola bar if you're looking for something that's like actually substantial.
I say it's
a happy snack. The reason granola bars do well because of the oats and because of all. This is like not enough rice to be filling whatsoever, and it's smothered in a bunch of stuff that makes you want to eat more.
I don't think it's a bad snack, to be honest.
If I'm driving to work and I eat one of these, I'll feel like trash. That's just my body though, and maybe people can rock with it. Too much sugar for me. I'm out.
People eat donuts, so it's probably a healthier alternative than eating a donut.
It depends where you get the donut.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
No, I would disagree on that, hands down. And that's fine. You know, I don't want to get into that, but yeah, no, this is definitely a lot worse for you than a donut.
I don't know about that.
Health-wise, I mean,
how many calories in a donut? There's only 110 calories in this one.
I mean, look at me and then look at him.
Total carbs.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'm also 55 years old, and you're what? Not gonna make it to 20.
Okay, buddy. If I keep eating this trash, maybe I should switch to donuts.
No, I agree. I would rather have an egg sandwich or anything else besides that. But if you just want a little snack and a little candy-esque thing,
you're grabbing this for a snack over any other snack.
The chocolate one would. I didn't mind the chocolate one. I would not eat the caramel one again. They're too sweet for me.
Yeah,
but I'm not a cookie. I'm not a cake eater. I'd rather have a piece of beef jerky. So.
Any candy bar is kind of the equivalent to these.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking this is a comparison to granola bar. I'm thinking like this is a Reese's or this is like that.
If you put it against a Take-Two or you put it against a Snickers or whatever it is, I would take one of them over
any other candy bar.
No, I agree.
Dude, I'd take like Whoppers over this.
I could go for a Whopper right now, actually.
No, I'm not talking burger.
Oh, Whopper, the
malted milk balls.
The little malted milk balls.
Is it America's malted milk balls?
I don't know.
Was that the one with the American brand?
I don't know.
Twix, left or right? Leave a comment down below. And check out Less Cash, More Mash. Link in the description. They have fun over there. They do whiskey reviews. If that's something you're into, you can go check it out. What alcohol is made with rice? I know there's one that's made with rice. Is it?
Yeah, they also have a bourbon that comes out of Louisiana that's made with rice that I haven't tried yet. I forget it. It's like K. Luke or something, I think is the brand name, but it's actually made with rice down there.
And it's still a bourbon?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so. No, it would be a whiskey technically, but it's
sure,
because it's made out of.
That's too broad of a thing.
You have to have corn for that, but
right.
Neither here nor there. I've never had one. I have had sake though. That's a Japanese.
Yeah, it's a Japanese
thing. Yeah,
beverage.
I have had that, but yeah.
What do you think of it?
It was all right. It was before I was doing like whiskey reviews and stuff. So
yeah,
we just did it as a shot, somewhere where we were. So, but.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never really been to a Japanese restaurant where they would probably serve sake, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know where I don't know if bars have it here.
I don't know.
Anyways.
I don't know. Well, there you go. That's our review. If you want to see something new, leave a comment down below. If you have left a comment down below and we have not done it yet, we apologize. Anybody like that? No? That being said, thanks for watching.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
Wow.